Hey guys, what's up? This is Nate, and this is Nate and Max Watch a Movie minus Max, unfortunately. So this will probably be a bit of a shorter video than what we anticipated. But yeah, I just got done watching the Lego Movie 2, the second part. Honestly, it was everything I expected and more, to be fair. I came in there with the expectations of, they're going to continue with this random story, and literally that's how it is. But before I get too far into this, I will say spoilers again. Anytime we do a review, we're going to be doing a lot of spoilers, and of course this is going to get released in April, so whatever. Alright, so Lego Movie. Honestly, like I said, it's really well done. It picks up exactly where it left off, where we had those little baby Legos. They just come in there like, we want to destroy you. And it kind of continues from there. Emmett tries to do a little peace offering, and then it seems like they all just fight each other. Builds into like this kind of Mad Max deal, but it's just very well done. A lot of the people get captured, they get taken away. Then it seems like there's going to be like this matrimony deal uniting the two worlds together. It gets to be really crazy. Then they add a new character, Rex, involved in that, and it just gets to be absolutely bonkers how they really do this. A lot of the highlights of this are going to involve, oh my gosh, right off the bat, so many points where they just take a lot of, I don't know if I would say shots now that I think about it. I think it's just they had a little bit of poking fun at DC because they brought in the superheroes. They say they're going to go off, they're going to basically save the world, but then 5 years later they never come back. I will also say this, that I was very surprised to find out that they actually got Jason Momoa to play Aquaman in this movie. So it kind of worked very well. Yeah, there were a lot of characters involved here. Also, I think Margot Robbie played Harley Quinn for another one. There were a lot of characters that were, the actual characters that went into the live action deal. So that was actually really cool that they kept that detail going. It's really just funny how they really do that. Like I said, they even mentioned a couple movies. They mentioned the Lego Batman movie in the first 5 minutes of this whole entire thing. They're just saying, oh, there go the Justice League. Where's the other Batman? Oh, he's probably gonna go make another, like, he's gonna make something about a solo movie or something like that. Literally, I'm like, oh my god, that is awesome. They literally are acknowledging other movies that are in the Lego universe. I love it. Main story here was basically Emmett's, too pacifist. He's too weak. So Lucy would like it if he was more. If she was more, if he was more, gosh, I can't even think right. Lucy would like it if Emmett was more, stronghold and just braver and, better. And it basically does see a little bit of an evolution with Emmett to where he becomes, strong-willed, and he actually starts thinking more positively, because one of the things that they hit is that, you can't always live in the past. You can't always say like everything is awesome. You have to live in the present. You have to live in the now. And that's where the Rex guy comes in, and he basically teaches him, hey, this is how you be strong-willed. This is how you be very, you get to be very, get to be very mature. You get to be very adult-like. It's really cool. That is something that's really cool. I'm not going to spoil everything about this movie, but I will say this, that there is a bit of a turn in this movie that I was actually not expecting at all. It almost feels like an M. Night Shyamalan type deal. I will also say this, that of course, as this whole Lego Movie thing is going out, there's of course basically a battle situation here where, well, real life situation. Like in the first one, they did have Lord Business and his son, basically, they're kind of quarreling. In this one, it is the son of Lord Business and the daughter of Lord Business. They're actually kind of fighting amongst themselves. They try to basically, well, one's trying to basically get away. The other one's basically just trying to, I'm trying to think here. Basically trying to, basically trying to, actually be incorporated in this. It's kind of one of those things where you kind of feel the actual relationship between the two of them as real siblings. It's actually really cool how they do that. They incorporate a lot of the deals, like, in the first one they incorporate, the Craggle. This second one they talk about Armageddon, which is really funny. Trust me, it is definitely worth seeing. You know what? It's already past that point, so we're gonna reveal the big one here. The big reveal here, of course, during the movie is that Rex is future Emmett. Future Emmett, who basically gets lost, he gets forgotten, and he comes back and he wants to basically, save himself, and he wants to make him tough like himself. He wants to be able to have a bit of a future for himself. I do like the fact that they actually mentioned like a couple of the time traveling deals. They have like the Doctor Who time machine, Back to the Future time machine, all these other random time machines. Even the hot tub time machine got a key moment in this movie. It's absolutely insane. It's just a crazy twist that I was not at all expecting, but it actually played off very well. And in the end, Lucy is able to rescue Emmett, and present Emmett still stick around, but future Emmett, of course, since he's not going to be rough and tough and hard, he's going to end up vanishing. The way that they actually do these details, it's just so amazing that stop motion has evolved so much, and now we're at the point where we're doing Legos and it still looks cool. It still looks amazing. I just cannot believe, oh my god, it's just great how they do this. They incorporated the stop motion deals in like their Lego world, then they also do the stop motion deals in the real world. It's just so fantastically done. I absolutely loved it. Basically, our Armageddon is basically Mom, played by Maya Rudolph. She basically comes in and just says, okay, if you can't get along, then you're going to just take these Legos, put them in storage, and there comes a pivotal point where basically the son is figuring out that, hey, it doesn't have to be like this. We can actually get along. We can actually do a deal. And there's even like a cute little flashback to where there's a heart that Emmett creates during the first scene that it seems like, the kid just, the little baby toys, just grab it and then they just munch on it, and then it's like warfare or something like that. But it actually was one of those things that actually helps them think that, hey, this is something that started the possible bond between this brother and sister. It was actually really cool. I liked the chemistry that these kids had. It was really cool. Maya Rudolph, I think she did play the role of the mom very well. I think she knew that, hey, I'm putting my foot down and, everything has to go in storage. But then when she sees her kids are getting along, that's where it gets to be cool. That's where she, doesn't even mind it. She's like, hey, my kids are getting along. They finally understand the power of love and the power of family, that kind of deal. I will say this, that they do actually mention how, Mr. Lord Business basically gets written off in a way. Basically, Lord Business just goes to a golf course, and then he comes back at the very end and is like, oh yeah, I missed this hole here, and then his head goes on fire. You even hear like brief, I'm trying to think here, brief voices from Will Ferrell basically just saying, hey, listen to your mom, and hey, where are my pants? Oh my gosh, I just got oh my god, that's a callback. Holy cow. That's a callback to the first movie. Holy crap. I'm just realizing that right now. That's awesome. Yeah, like I said, the actual real life actors were really, really good. I enjoyed them. The voice actors that have played a lot of these roles, Kitty Unicorn, played by Alison Brie. She's a fantastic actress. Elizabeth Banks is back. Chris Pratt, all these people. Will Arnett. I can go on and on. Charlie Day. I gotta at least get the key ones out there. There's so many just really cool stuff that happens in this movie, and a lot of really cool moments. Gosh, it's just really crazy. It's funny. It's fun for the whole family. It is one of those things where it just absolutely does a fantastic job of continuing this legacy, this franchise that Lego is all about. And I really love this. I really love the Lego franchise. I really have not seen the Lego Ninjago movie, but I need to make an effort to see it, because honestly, it is one of those movies that I think could be good, and I'm just not giving it credit. But by the time that this probably comes out, I will at least have seen the Ninjago movie once, and plus it's got Jackie Chan in it, so what's not to like about it? Like I said, it's just an absolutely fantastic movie. I really hate the fact that Max is not here to enjoy it too, but it was just a fun movie. If I had to single out like a complaint, gosh, I don't know. I can't really think of anything that was just kind of like, oh gosh, it's kind of dumb. Maybe, I don't know. I can't think of anything. It's kind of one of those movies that, you know, it is meant for kids, but it's enjoyable for adults. Some people are not going to like, you know, the humor, they're not going to like the stuff that's going on with that. I think that, you know, maybe the glitter was a little too much or something like that. I don't know. It's hard for me to really decipher down to one thing that it's, you know, that makes it like a bad movie, or that makes it a movie that a point where it's like, I don't like this movie. I love this movie. It was really good. I could not find anything wrong with this movie. Like I said, it's enjoyable for kids. They're going to love it. Adults, they're going to catch the references. I think both kids and adults will catch even the little nuggets that they throw in here. Like they said, they mention other Lego movies. They make some DC movies. I will say this, that I do love, there's a line basically where I think it was Ganondorf or Dumbledore, he makes a comment where he basically just says, like, you know, the Justice League is gone, Batman's gone, Marvel's not returning any of our calls, and that just is so funny. I'm wondering, I'm just noticing the fact that they don't have a single Marvel related character in that movie, so that just kind of like shocks me a bit, but also it's one of those things where it's just so funny, because I'm wondering if that is one of those things that it's very true. Like they're trying to bring in, you know, maybe an Iron Man or Spider-Man cameo or something like that, and they're just like, nope, we don't want our characters, you know, to be involved with that. So it's kind of one of those things. Like I said, it's very well done. I like it. It's fun. It's fun for the whole family. Final rating on this one, I would give this one a solid 4 out of 5. It's 4 out of 5 stars. It's a really good movie, like I said. I can't think of anything major that stood out to me, not like with previous movies like Glass or maybe The Upside, anything like that. It's one of those movies, like I said, it's for kids, but it's not one of those things where it's kind of insulting. It's not one of those things where it just feels like it is just only for kids. Like you have that kind of stupid deal, like with the Minions. It just doesn't work, doesn't feel like that. I actually talked about, you know, the Grinch movie that recently came out. You know, it was good. It was kind of good for, you know, the kids. For the adults, they're kind of not going to like it. They're going to probably prefer more the Jim Carrey version, because of the fact that it feels more mature and it feels more like it's fit for them. This is one of those movies, again, start of the year, fantastic. It's one of those movies that does a great job of being a movie for anybody, and I enjoyed it. You guys, I'm hoping that you guys enjoyed it. So, with that being said, I've been Nate the Effing Great. This is Nate and Max, minus Max Goes to the Movies. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Next movie that I'll be reviewing, we'll just have to wait and see. It's probably going to be another deal where I go solo, but about a week from when I'm recording this, I will have Max back on. We are going to be planning on watching Alita. It's going to be one of our movies to hit, as well as Happy Death Day to You. I know that one's going to be on our list as well. But also, when I will be recording this, I will record this when it happens. I'm actually going to be watching the movie Fighting with My Family, which is the story about Paige and how she came to be. And basically, I might do it alone, or I might have Victory Bell by my side to kind of give her side on it. But we'll have to wait and see. So by that point, by the time this is posted up, that review has already been put up and everything like that, blah, blah, blah. So thank you guys so much for joining me here. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you enjoy the Lego Movie, and Lego Movie continue to just create something good. And for Legos, just continue to make a great franchise. I've been Nate the Effing Great. This has been The Game Changer, signing off.